So, hello everyone, welcome to the VIP Eduserv and welcome to the LIC AAO Interview batch, live session 15. So, in this session, uh, we are going to cover LIC AO, sorry, IRDAI Annual Report 2024-25, which was released on 30th of December 2025. This is the latest report by the IRDAI. All right, so before starting this session, I want to very clear this is the 15th live session. Before this, we have already covered so many things, all the basics of insurance, life insurance, and n number of questions on different kinds of insurance related terminology and insurance questions we have practiced. Some of the questions are from previous year questions and some are of the expected questions in our previous sessions. Already we have covered about general insurance, all these topics has been covered, and after that we have covered insurance terminologies and what are the interviews spin on uh, asking about the different kinds of terms used in insurance, and current affairs, different IRDAI circulars and all has been covered, and different kind of amendments are already done. And we have also practiced Q&A for our interview purpose. What are the expected questions that they can ask from the current affairs? And after that, in lesson 10 insurance scheme, 8 schemes have been covered, and in session 11 we have covered about all about LIC, all about IRDAI, HR and profile based questions, and HR discussion and question sessions. For today's session we are going to cover most important, that is IRDAI Annual Report 2024-25. Why this is important? First of all, you have to understand. And again, one thing I want to clear, this is a paid batch of LIC AO, and today this session, license 15, is completely free for all the people who are interested to uh, who are going for LIC AO interview or any such kind of examination like IRDAI Grade A or RBI Grade B, where IRDAI report is very important. In IRDAI Grade A exam previously, so many questions have been asked of descriptive in nature, and MCQ questions are also asked. So this report is very important. So today, why for the LIC AO interview? Today, uh, we are not discussing something that generally differentiate you in the interview room, but what's your mindset like an officer when you're going for the interview, what you think about that, what you know about the insurance market, how the insurance market is performing nowadays. These things are very important, and everyone knows the report contains a lot of data, a lot of fact, but you don't need to learn, don't need to mug up each and every fact. But interpretation is important. How you interpret the data, and when your interviewer asks questions, if you answer any such questions by referring to this report, that answer is 100% validated. Very clear? So while we were start discussing, when you have any kind of doubts, you can unmute yourself and speak, because I am not able to see your chats. Okay, so whenever I ask something, you have to unmute yourself and answer, and if any doubt, you can unmute and you can ask your doubt. All right, please say yes, anyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So first of all, we will start with the highlights of the report. Basically, like you might think, why we should study like 200 plus of this report. Why this is important? Because an interviewer isn't looking for a human calculator who can recite premiums, that percent of growth is there. They are looking for an officer who understand the health of the industry, where he or she is going to join. Correct? So this is the, you can say, a clear picture, a medical report of a patient, medical report of the insurance sector globally, or basically in India, in private sector as well as public sector. Everything is very important. All right. So first of all, we start with the insurance business at a glance. So we don't have, again, what I said is very important. You have to focus as a interview purpose. If you are going for LICO interview, data is not important. What you interpret is more important, because they are not going to ask data. If they ask data, if you are not aware of that, if you are not able to recall the data, that is completely okay. But why this thing happen, why there is a rise in the growth of public sector premiums of insurance, why not private sector, you must know about the regions. That is the sole purpose of your interview preparation. But if you are also preparing for some other exam, the data is also important. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So insurance business at glance. This, now people are joining. So this is annoying. That's why I was waiting. Just wait a minute. So in the past year, in 24-25 financial year, everything what we are discussing in this session is based on the financial year 24-25, that at the end of the 31st March 25. But this report was published on 30th of December. So total policy issued, that was 41.84 crore. 41.84 crore policies were issued, and total insurance premium amount of about 91,000 sorry, 11 lakh 9,444 crore. This is the amount of insurance premium generated in this financial year. And in different sectors, bifurcation is given here. In life insurance, it is about 8.85 lakh crore. In general insurance, 180 218 crore. And in health insurance, it is about 1,27,454 crore. These are the premium generated. And out of the premium that was generated, how much insurance claim was paid? Total was 11 lakh 93,000, you can say 12 lakh approx, 12 lakh crore. So claim was paid was about 8.35 lakh crore. So you can imagine, from 11.93 lakh crore, 8.535 lakh crore a claim was paid. And in different, like life insurance, it was about 6.30, it was about 6.30. And in general insurance, it is 1.06 crore. And in health insurance, it is about 99 lakh crore. So this data is very important. We have to just understand how how much was premium generated from different insurance sector, from life, general and health insurance. And again, what was the amount that was claim paid. So this is less than this one, so you can say. And what are total asset under management? What is the total asset under management? It means what are the asset that company own and invest in the market. So as on 31st of March 25, 74 lakh 43,516 crore is the asset under management by all the insurance registered and operating in that financial year. Under this, the bifurcation is given for the life insurance, general insurance, reinsurers and health insurance. One thing, till now in the first slide, you have very clear we generally study like two type of insurance sector. One is life and other is non-life, and basically non-life contains of general insurance. But in this year, this report uh, is prepared in such a way like health insurance is given very focus, very emphasis is given on the health insurance sector. So you will while we are studying this report, you will understand more about the health insurance part, how government are focusing more on health insurance and how the health insurance is performing in India. Okay, so this is the clear picture. And next, insurance sector India insurance registered as on 31st March. How many insurance insured are there? In life insurance, 26 companies are there. Stand-alone health insurance, there are 8 companies working. And in reinsurance and FRB, 13. And in general insurance, there are 25. And in specialized insurance, there are 2, that is ECGC and agriculture insurance. So one is registered newly, that in reinsurance sector, one is newly registered in this financial year. Okay, so you have very clear how many life insurance are there. 26 life insurance, including private sector and public sector. And these are the companies. uh, let's have a look. You don't have to learn each and every name. In life insurance public sector, there is only one company, as you all know, LIC. And other, there are 25 companies. These companies are there: Eco Life, Aditya Birla, Axis, Canara. These are the 25 companies in life insurance. In non-life insurance, there are only 4 public sector, that is National Insurance, New India, United and Oriental. Correct? जिनका आप लोग एग्जाम देते हैं इन फॉर getting job. Correct? ये वो 4 companies है. These are the 4 most important public sector company in general insurance. And other are, you can check here, there are 21 companies in private sector and 2 companies, that is specialized insurer in public sector, that is ECGC, Exports Credit Guarantee Corporation, जिसका भी आप लोग प्रिपरेशन करते हैं, एग्जाम देते हैं. एंड सेकेंड वन इज एग्रीकल्चर इंश्योरेंस कंपनी ऑफ इंडिया लिमिटेड. करेक्ट? And focus on these 8 companies. There are currently 8 companies operating as a stand-alone health insurer, SAHI. There are 8 companies: Star Health, Reliance, Niva Bupa. They are only working for the health insurance, and these all are private company. No such public company is there who is stand-alone health insurer. Very clear? So right now we have in life insurance 26 company, 1 public, 25 private. In general insurance, we have 4 public, 21 private. Specialized, we have only public sector, no private sector, that is ECGC and agriculture insurance. In health insurance, all are private sector companies, 8 companies. And in reinsurer, we have 1, that is GICRE. Correct? And 12 are the private, like this: General Insurance, Corporation of India, Reinsurance, and these are the other private players. Correct? So just remember about the which company is public and which is private, and how the this report emphasizing on each and every sector of the companies, especially stand-alone health insurance. Now, what is we will study about the insurance penetration. What is insurance penetration? Insurance penetration is measured as the percentage of total insurance premium to the gross domestic product. As we all know, like sometime if we don't know about the what is insurance penetration, we assume how many people in our country have access to insurance. Correct? But in reality, it is not. It is not there. What is here? In insurance penetration, it is measured in terms of GDP. Like if suppose 100 is the GDP of the our country, how much is the contribution of insurance sector? That is basically from premiums. If suppose insurance sector contributes 5 rupees in 100, so 5% is the insurance penetration. So 100 is what? 100 is our GDP and 5 is the premium from insurance sector. So it is measured in such a way. Very clear. So, and second term is insurance density. Insurance penetration and density are most important two metrics often used to assess the level of development of the insurance sector in country. How the insurance sector is performing in a country in comparison to the worldwide. So these two parameters, insurance penetration and density, is used to assess. So what is density? Density generally it means like a number of people uh, living in a per unit area, like in population, correct? But in insurance, what is this? Amount of premium paid per head, amount of premium paid per head, ratio of premium to the population. Like suppose if per person is paying like rupees 90 as a premium for insurance products, so 90 is the insurance density, correct? We compare with the world level, and we compare it in the US dollar. So here table you can see India versus world. In India it is around 3.7% in 23, and right now 24 it is again 3.7%. But if you compare the world, it is 7.3%. In the previous financial year it was 7%. There is a jump of 0.3 percentage point, but in India it is as it is, or maybe very minor growth was there, 3.7 to 3.7%. And if you talk about the different sectors like life and non-life, in life insurance India is 2.7 and in world 3%. So we are lagging behind. In non-life insurance, world in world it is 4.3%, but in India it is only 1%. And in overall India is 3.7 and world is around 7.3%. So you can see the difference. India is running far behind the world. So this gives a clear picture. Now you don't have to learn these figures. If you are able, that is 100% good, but you have to understand what comparison between India, how the Indian market in comparison to the world, correct? This is the insurance penetration. Now second term, like you can see here, this one is insurance penetration for the long term trends from 2014-15 to 24-25. It was around 3.3% overall. In 14-15 it start growing, and during COVID period 21-22 it was at peak at 4.2%, and again it goes down, and right now it is 3.7% from 23 24 24 25 also. And you can also see like blue line here represent the life insurance part and orange line for non-life. So similar trend you can observe in life insurance also. It was 2.6% in 14-15, and during COVID period it was at peak 3.2%, 3.2%. Again it slows down to 2.7%. But in non-life insurance sector 0.7% was there in 14-15, and during COVID period, from COVID period 2021 to till now 24-25 it is around 1%. So this is the long term insurance penetration trends. Now if we talk about density, this gives you clear picture how much a single person on an average pays for the insurance product as a premium. In India it is 97 US dollar, but in world you can see 943. Now you can imagine, in world on an average one person is paying 943 US dollar as a premium, but in India only 97, only 97 US dollar. If we talk about the life insurance, it is 72, and in world 388. In non-life part it is 25 in India, and in world it is 555. So if your interviewer asks about how the health of insurance in India, penetration of insurance, or density of insurance. You can take these examples, and this will help you to explain each and everything, how we are running far behind the world in terms of density, in terms of penetration. If they ask you what may be the reasons behind that, why India is running far behind, what will you answer? Tell me. अगर वो पूछते हैं कि इंडिया इतना पीछे क्यों चल रहा है डेंसिटी के मामले में या फिर इंसुलिन पेनिट्रेशन के मामले में, क्या बताओगे आप? बोलो बोलो.
Sir, lack of awareness.
लैक ऑफ अवेयरनेस. ओके. और कुछ?
Sir, we can say product market fit also because there is a vast income disparity in India,
Yes, yes.
unlike other countries.
Good.
So we do not have that much diversified products which cater to needs of every customer.
वेरी गुड. वेरी गुड. और कोई बताइए. Because everyone has a different point of view or different kind of thoughts, different kind of regions can be generated in your mind. So if you contribute, this will also help other people also. Suppose your interviewer asks you, tell me about the how the insurance market is working in India. या फिर वो आपसे पूछते हैं if India penetration is low like this, India's penetration is low as compared to the world global average, what does it indicates? What will your answer? They are not going to ask how much percentage is there, and if you are not able to remember, it is completely okay. But why this trends is there is important. Like we can simply say, sir, like India, huge untapped potential in India is there. As someone said right now, lack of awareness, low awareness is there, and scope of rural expansion is also there. Growth opportunity for especially for LIC is there. So and India is a populous country. We have very huge population and awareness is very low. So these are maybe the few of the reasons. Correct. You can simply say like low penetration reflect under insurance, but also highlight strong long term structure opportunity. This is the optimistic answer, like you are always optimistic for the future growth, long term structured growth. Correct. Now you see here like long term insurance density in India from 2014 to 24-25, uh, it was around 55 in 14-15, and again it is growing continuously. In 21-22 it was 91, and right now it is 97. From previous year it was 95. So if you also see the insurance, life insurance part, that is green line, it is very high, very much more than the non-life. So it is very clear Indian people are more concerned about their life part, and they are not aware or not focusing too much on non-life insurance part. Correct. So this picture is also clear from here. This is the insurance penetration country wise. Like you can see in USA it is around 12 point something. Yes, correct. In percentage. And in India, where India is here, it is less than 4, it is 3.7. Correct. And you can see clear in USA life insurance is a smaller fraction, and in non-life it is a huge chunk. But again in South Africa, life insurance part is more important, more focused, and more people are taking life insurance and as compared to non-life. Again in UK, So in India it is uh, very low in comparison to the top countries. Again, this is the density, uh, insurance density country wise. Again, USA is number one, more than 10,000 US dollar. And India, can you find where India? India is here, and you cannot exactly see the line. Line is also not completely visible. So you can imagine, you can compare all the other countries. India is second from the bottom. Next, insurance distribution landscape. Who are the contributor in the insurance sector? Like you, me, or how the insurance policy are sold. So these are the uh, few of the distributors that are working, like point of sale person 27 lakh, individual agent 55 lakh, corporate agent 661 lakh, sorry 661 not lakh, 661. And web aggregator, that is web based platform that like Policy Bazaar or such kind of web aggregators that sell insurance products is here. IMF and MISP motor insurance 26,096. Insurance broker are 771, and 1 lakh micro insurance agents are there. So these are the workforce that insurance distribution force who are engaged in life insurance in the insurance sector, not in life, in overall sectors. So basically insurance are sold by our agents and brokers. So role of agent is very important. So you can see here with this matrix you can have very clear picture. Like public sector life insurer, as on 31st of March 24, it was 14 lakh 14,743, and newly appointed in this current financial year was 4,94,000. So you can imagine 4,94,000, approximate 5 lakh people are newly recruited in public sector life insurance. But here is the picture of termination. In this financial year, 4,22,000 are terminated also. So you can understand, number of people are appointing and number of people terminated are approximately equal, their difference of 70 or 72,000. So it doesn't mean that all the people who joined this year are terminated. Maybe the people who was earlier appointed in previous financial year or somewhere was also terminated here. As on 31st of March, it was approx 14,086. So you can say public sector life insurance means what? It is simply LIC, correct? 14,086, 14 lakh thousand people are working as an agent. In private sector, it is 16 lakh, 2 lakh more than the public sector. In overall, it is 31 lakh, huge number. So contribution of agent is very important. In public sector general insurance, it is 329,907. Which one are? Like New India, Oriental, और कौन से हैं बताओ फटाफट. न्यू इंडिया, ओरिएंटल, और कौन से? नेशनल इंश्योरेंस
National Insurance,
National Insurance,
और
United
United
India
in
Insurance.
हाँ करेक्ट, जिसके आप लोग फॉर्म भरते हो. इसमें कितने हैं? 3,29,907. In private sector general insurer there are 4,40,000. So like 4 company are here and approx 20-21 company are in here, so only difference of 1 lakh is there. In general insurance, overall there are 7,70,000. But right now you can see here, stand alone health insurance, there are only 8 companies are working. 15 lakh 49,144 agents are working here. So you can see it is more than LIC. Number of agents working here is more than LIC. Only 8 companies are here and LIC is a huge big giant. If you compare with the general insurance, there are only 7 lakh, or approximately you can say 8 lakh in overall, including public plus private. But in standalone health insurance, there are 15 lakh, 15.5 lakh approximate. So you can understand with this, like the contribution of agents in different sectors of insurance, in private as well as in public. and total 54 lakh, 54.5 lakh you can say. Correct. Now the here the gender distribution of female participation. This is most important. You can focus here. Like in public sector life insurance, there are 33% female participation. In private sector life insurance, 35.37. So if they ask about the female participation in LIC, you can simply say 33.38%, or you can say there is a huge opportunity for female to participate, to contribute in the insurance sector, especially in LIC. So always think what kind of questions in interview they can ask and how you can relate the data in your answer. Correct. So in life insurance industry, 34.42 is female participation. In in general insurance, it is 25%, uh, 25% and 75% of male participation. In standalone health insurer, 29% is there, and insurance industry overall 32%. Overall means what? Means general insurance plus life insurance. Correct. It also include stand-alone health insurer, public plus private, everything. Overall, 32% is there. But what 32% exactly the female participation is there? No. This is the data of actual female participation is much lower than 32%, because like so many people take the code of female on account of female, and actually male are working on behalf of women, on behalf of female. So if you take the real picture, this is the official data, how many women are registered as a insurance agent, but in real scenario it is much lower. Very clear. Now moving to next, like contribution of agents and intermediate in life insurance, new business premium. Yes, you have to understand the term new insurance business. What is this? Premium. Basically, any insurance company sell their policy and get their premium, but the insurance policy, especially life insurance, it is of long term. So company is generating premiums from two things. First, the policy that has been sold, that have been sold in earlier period of time. So this is called renewal premium. Renewal premium. And the business or the premium that are generated in that current year, like a new policy sold and premium generated, that is called new business premium. So this is data of the new business premium. Means what? In that current financial year, number of policies that have been sold and premium was generated in that financial year, data is here. So from individual agent, you can see individual agent in private sector 22.80. These all figures are in percentage of premium. Correct. In public sector 93.86, 93.86 individual new business, and 49.44 in industry. This is for group new business. This is for individual, like individual agent, corporate agent others, and brokers, direct business, MI agents, CSC, web aggregator, IMF, and online and point of sale. So in point of sale, like point of sale persons, that is 0.01%. Contribution is very low, and huge contribution is of individual agent. So that's why the role of individual agent cannot be ignored. Maximum of the business, 49% of the business in industry, and in public sector 93.86% business are generated by individual agents. So you are going for public sector interview or exam, so 93.86% you or your company are relied on the individual agents. So to protect the interest of individual agent, LIC or AIRDAI have to work, have to make the policy in favor of the agents such that they can protect their actual rights. This is also important. Very clear. In also group insurance, you can see the pictures here. Correct. So one thing I want to ask, one question, like you have seen like different types of intermediate I mentioned here. One is agent and other is broker. Correct. Like corporate agent, even what is the basic difference between agents and brokers? Can you tell me? Anyone? Basic difference
Agents are
between.
get license.
Yes, yes, please.
Agents can get their license from the IRDA or registered to the particular company, but brokers do not.
Anyone else can tell me about this? Basically, like yes, please tell. Insurance agents are those who are registered with the IRDAI and working for a representing a company. Like I am a LIC agent. I am selling LIC product and getting commission from LIC. Correct. But broker are independent of the company. They are just act as an intermediary between you and the insurance company, because you don't have better understanding of insurance policy terms and condition. Broker have. So they help you to choosing the best available policy, and they may charge some sell commission from you also. So this is the broker are not registered with any insurance company. They are working independently. Their main source of income is brokerage charge or something like that, but agents are paid by the insurance company for which they are working. Correct. Very simple, very clear definition, very simple conversational differentiation between individual agent or brokers. Very clear. Now moving like contribution of agent and in general insurance. This is for the life insurance part, and this is here for the general insurance. Individual agent in PSU public sector 31.37%, and in private excluding standalone health insurer 14.64, in corporate 0.59, in corporate agent offer others 0.32, total corporate Indian 0.91, brokers 34.9, individual business 29.13. So in uh, specialized sector there are only few contribution of insurance agents, 0% is here. So basically in general insurance they are involved in public sector and private sectors. Correct. Now we will move towards the, this is what the general highlights of the how the insurance market is going on, trends, and how the market of India in comparison to the world, and the penetration of insurance, and uh, contribution of agents, broker, and all the other intermediaries in the insurance sector. Now we will discuss solely about the life insurance part, how the life insurance part of India market is performing. So what are the appraisal of life insurance market? Life insurance market in India has recorded a consistent premium growth over the years. Correct. During 2024-25, life insurance industry recorded a premium income of 8.86 lakh crore, registering 6.73% growth. So this is not much important. Maybe important for some MCQ type of exam, but for interview, 6.73% is the is more important data. Growth of the life insurance market in India, 6.73%. Overall, in private sector, it is about 12.07%. In public sector, life insurance recorded growth of 2.75%. What is the growth? Growth in the premium collected. Like suppose 100 rupees premium was collected in financial year 24, and 112 rupees was collected in financial year 25. So there is a 12% of growth. So this is the growth. Okay. Renewal premium continues to contribute the majority of the new premium underwritten by life insurance at 55.09%. Like overall, suppose 100 is the rupees 100 is the total premium collected. So as I told you about two kind of businesses. First is renewable premium and second one is new business premium. So because LIC or life insurance are very long term in nature. So renewable premiums contribution is 55 rupees out of 100 and 44 or 45 rupees is of new business premium. So you can say new business premium is lagging behind. Okay, what is the reason behind that? Because you can say like suppose business is generated in that year is 45% and premiums may be paid for the person who have taken in 2020 also pay their premium, person who have taken in 1990 also pay their premium. So renewal premiums are more. So this is the reason behind that. The growth in the new business premium is 5.12%. Growth in new business premium is 5.12%. Correct? If we compare to the renewable business 8.08. रिन्यूएबल का जो ग्रोथ है थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा है 8% के आसपास है और न्यू बिजनेस प्रीमियम का 5.12% के अप्रॉक्स है. LIC is the only life insurance underwriting business outside of India collected a total premium of this amount. So this thing also you have to remember, LIC is the only life insurance underwriting outside India only. Correct? Not we are not talking about public sector. Overall, LIC is the only working outside India. This is the appraisal life insurance market, like a new business premium of life insurer and the renewal premium of the life insurer. So this is the for 1.7 chart. New business in public sector. This is for previous financial year and this is for current. It is 2,26,785 crore. We can say only 4,000 something more than a previous financial year. In private sector, it is about 20,000 is more here, 1,70,000. Overall, it is approx 4 lakh crore and here 3.78 lakh crore. Correct? This is of new business that was generated or policy that was sold in that particular year. And this is renewal premium of life insurance, that is 2,60,000. If you compare with this, 2,26,000 is here and here 2,62,000 is here. So this is for the LIC. If we talk about the public sector, this is only LIC is here. Correct? In private sector, there is a difference like 27,000 approximate difference is here from previous financial year to this financial year. And overall it is for approx we can say 4.8 or 5 lakh crore. Correct? So what does this picture indicates? Please tell me. ये ग्राफ या फिर अभी जो हमने देखा ये जो डेटा था 6.73% लाइफ इंश्योरेंस में ग्रोथ हो रहा है और ओवरऑल इन रिन्यूअल प्रीमियम इट इज़ 55% ऑफ टोटल शेयर and 5.12% is new business premium is growing with comparison to the 8.08% in renewable business growing. So what does this data indicates? Think and tell me. Now moving ahead, like if we talk about during 5 the life insurance issued 270.22 lakh new policies under individual businesses, out of which public sector insurer issued 177.83 lakh policies, that is 65%. Now the LIC role comes here. Life insurance market, public sector is only LIC. So 65% is share of LIC and private players share is around 34%. So these are the fact that if it can't remember like 65%, you can say sir approx more than 60%. More than 60% share is of LIC, and this is not just a number which indicates the current percentage. This will also increase In private sector insurers registered a growth of 5.18%. Public sector insurance registered degrowth of 12.8%. Focus here प्राइवेट सेक्टर, बिकॉज देखो प्राइवेट सेक्टर जो है ग्रोइंग है, बहुत सारी नई कंपनीज भी है जो अभी 1 साल 2 साल पहले ही आई है, उनकी इक्विटी कैपिटल काफ़ी कम है, तो ऑब्वियसली सपोज कि मैं बोलता हूँ आपको आई हैव 1 रुपीज, ओके, और मेरा ग्रोथ हो गया, कल मेरे पास 1 रुपया था, आज मेरे पास 2 रुपया हो गया, ये बताओ कितने परसेंट ग्रोथ हुआ? आप बोलेंगे सर 100% आपने ग्रोथ ले लिया, करेक्ट। किसी के पास 100 रुपया था, वो 112 रुपये पहुंचा, कितना ग्रोथ हुआ? 12%। इन टर्म्स ऑफ वैल्यू आई ओनली जनरेटेड 1 रुपीज, बट हियर someone other person generated 12 rupees, but growth is only 12%, my growth is 100%। तो जब आपका जो इनिशियल वैल्यू कम होता है तो परसेंटेज जो ग्रोथ होता है वो हमें परसेंटेज वाइज बहुत देखने को मिलता है, करेक्ट। बट अगर अगर मान लो यहाँ देखो, अगर मैं यहाँ पे 12% कर दूँ, 12 रुपीज कर दूँ, ये कितना हो जाएगा? 1200% हो जाएगा। और इंक्रीज अगर बोला जाए तो मैं कह सकता हूँ कि 1100%, करेक्ट। बट हियर वैल्यू इज ओनली 12 रुपीज एंड हियर ऑल्सो रुपीज इज 12, ग्रोथ इज लेस। तो जो बड़ी कंपनी होती है उसमें ग्रोथ होने पे भी परसेंटेज का जो वैल्यू होता है वो थोड़ा हमें कम देखने को मिलता है। एंड हियर इन पब्लिक सेक्टर इट इज declining, degrowth is here 12.8%, and industry registered a degrowth of 7.39%. So there is degrowth means what? Declining, negative growth. In number of new insurance policy issued, जितने पॉलिसी इशू किए गए उसके टर्म में यहाँ पे भी हमें लैग देखने को मिला है, हमें नेगेटिव स्लो डाउन देखने को मिला है, ठीक है। लाइफ इंश्योरेंस सेगमेंट contributes 80.73% total life insurance premium for pension. Suppose the person who are taking the life insurance, so 80.73% are taking traditional life insurance policies like term insurance plan or only life insurance plan, these kind of policies. Traditional life insurance plans are prevalent nowadays also. This data indicates very clear picture. अगर आपसे पूछते हैं इंटरव्यू व्हाट यू थिंक, जहाँ आप रहते हो या फिर जिस जगह से बिलोंग करते हो आप, वहाँ पे लोग किस तरह के लाइफ इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी लेते हैं, किस टाइप के लेते हैं? तो ऑब्वियसली इट इज ट्रेडिशनल नॉन लिंक्ड लाइफ इंश्योरेंस प्लान। It is 80%, 81% we can say, and others are pension or annuity plan, that is 14, pension are 14.48, approx 15%. If we add these two, it contributes around 95, 95%, correct, 95, more than 95%, pension plus traditional plan, and others are annuity 4.39, health insurance, few of the companies like who sell health insurance also in life insurance part, that has 0.1%, and others are 0.3%. So this, you don't have to remember the percentage, you just have to remember what kind of insurance policies are sold and their contributions. 80%, 81% is of life insurance, simple life insurance plan, traditional life insurance, correct. This is the death claim of life insurer. This table is very important. Let's understand everything. Death claims of life insurers. This is segment wise, and governments IRDAI have declared data of individual business and group business, categorized in two different types, individual and group. Particulars, that is number of policy, means what? Number of claim that was raised. जितने क्लेम रेज किए गए वो कितने यहाँ पे टोटल 10,34,455, एंड number of claim paid are around 10,11,000, so 34,000 is here, so we can say approximate 23,000 are not paid, correct. So the data is here, 97.82% claim are paid in individual business, correct? Claims are repudiated. I will tell you what is the meaning of that. Repudiated are those claims which are denied by the insurance provider after investigation are called repudiated claims. That is around 10 lakh, sorry, 10,494. Claim rejected, maybe tell me, I have discussed about why claims are rejected. What are the reason behind that? If anyone you can remember, please explain why claims are rejected in life insurance. And other claims unclaimed, claims unclaimed, और जो क्लेम अनक्लेम रह जाता है उसका क्या होता है, कोई बताएगा मुझे? 243 was unclaimed. At the end of the pending it was approximate 5,000. So if you talk about the percentage picture here, if 100 policy 100 number of claim was raised, 97.82 claim was settled, paid, 1.01 was repudiated, and 0.66 percentage was claim rejected, and 0.02 was remain unclaimed. At insurer, sorry, assured person does not do not claim their uh, amount. Okay, if we talk about this was the number of policies, and if we talk about the data or the volume or the amount in crores, it was 34,995 crore rupees of claim was raised. Out of this, 33,697, approximate 96% was claim was paid, 2.74% was repudiated due to some irregularities, and 0.05% were rejected, and 0.01%. So now you can see here, like in if we take the number of policy, it was 97%, but if you talk about the amount of claims, it was 96%. So why this is here? Can you tell me? ऐसा डिफरेंस क्यों है? अगर नंबर, अगर 100 लोगों ने पॉलिसी लिया, 97.8, वी कैन से अप्रॉक्सीमेट 99%, 99 लोगों का पॉलिसी सेटल हो गया, क्लेम क्लेम उनका मिल गया, लेकिन वॉल्यूम में देखिए, अगर अमाउंट को चेक करें तो वो कितना दिख रहा है हमें? 96.2%, 29%, 96.3%. ऐसा क्यों है? If we talk about the group insurance, again here 16 lakh approximate claim was raised, and out of 99.68% was paid, and 0.24 was repudiated, and 0.02 was rejected. So from this picture you can analyze, you can say 96% amount was paid, or if we talk about number of policies in individual business, 99% claim was paid. So performance of company is good for a customer, like we and you are the customer. So we are getting 98 people out of 100 are getting their claim paid, so this is good for us. But what about the company? If they have generated that much of amount from the claim was raised and this was paid, so it what means? It means like there is a fair business practice, correct? Business practice of life insurance are uh, enough fair, we can say. Please tell, can we say it is enough fair? We can't blame always the insurance company. There are so many people who does not follow the principle of insurance, utmost good faith, and other kind of uh, irregularities after taking the policy, fraud, mis uh, reselling of the insurance. These kind of things are also there. बताओ, क्या लगता है देख करके? कोई है नहीं है क्या यहाँ पे? कोई कुछ बोल नहीं रहा है. Don't sit like कौची पोटैटो. सुभाष, निशा, बताओ बताओ. सौभिक, अरे बोलते रहो थोड़ा बहुत. कोई आइडिया नहीं है क्या? तो वही बोल दो, आइडिया नहीं लग रहा है मुझे. सब सो गए क्या? हेलो हेलो।
क्वेश्चन समझ नहीं आया।
क्वेश्चन ये था कि यहाँ पे हम डेटा ये दिख रहा है कि 99% जो है लगभग वो क्लेम पे कर दिए जितना रेज किया गया। मान लो कि 100 रुपया मांगा गया और 100 लोगों ने मांगा कि मेरा क्लेम है, तो 100 लोगों में से 99 लोगों को दे दिया गया। तो ये क्या शो करता है कि लाइफ इंश्योरेंस का बिजनेस जो है, जो लाइफ इंश्योरेंस का जो तरीका है वो काफ़ी फेयर है, जिससे मैक्सिमम लोगों को उनका प्रीमियम और वॉट एवर वी कैन से उनका जो क्लेम है वो मिल पा रहा है। इज दिस अ फेयर बिजनेस और नॉट? कोई बात नहीं, आपको आइडिया मिल जाएगा कुछ देर के अंदर। जब हम लोग देखेंगे ग्रेवेंस के बारे में तब हमें पता चलेगा कि मिस सेलिंग और क्लेम सेटलमेंट में कितनी प्रॉब्लम्स हमें आती है और कंपनी किस तरीके से लोगों के साथ धोखा करती है। ऑलराइट।
सर जो सॉल्वेंसी रेशियो मेंटेन करनी होती है।
अच्छा, देखो सॉल्वेंसी रेशियो की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ मैं, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट क्लेम। देखो सॉल्वेंसी रेशियो क्या होता है कि जितना जितना मेरे पास पैसा है और मुझे कितना प्रीमियम पे करना है उसका रेशियो। मान लो कि मेरे पास अभी 100 रुपया है, मुझसे 90 रुपये मुझसे मांगा गया प्रीमियम पे करने के लिए, आई कैन पे, दिस इज सॉल्वेंसी रेशियो। बट आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट डेथ क्लेम। लाइक डेथ क्लेम मान लो कि 100 रुपये का मुझसे किया गया, मैं 99 रुपये पे कर दिया, तो क्या ये जो बिजनेस है, ये जो क्लेम सेटलमेंट का तरीका है, क्या इसमें इंश्योरेंस कंपनी फेयरली वर्क कर रही है? सोचना, बताना मुझे। अब बात करते हैं हम लोग यहाँ पे व्हाट इज रिपुडिएटेड क्लेम क्या होता है। इन इंश्योरेंस आर रिक्वेस्ट फॉर कवरेज दैट आर फॉर्मली डिनाइड। ऐसा क्लेम जो कि पहले मांगा गया उसको फॉर्म डिनाइड कर दिया गया आफ्टर इन्वेस्टिगेशन, ऐसा नहीं सीधे कह दिया गया, आफ्टर इन्वेस्टिगेशन करने के बाद डिनाई किया गया कि या तो वो कोई पॉलिसी टर्म्स को ब्रीच कर रहा हो या कुछ फ्रॉड किया हो या फिर कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन को डिस्क्लोज नहीं किया हो। इस तरह के कुछ कारण हो सकते हैं और जनरली कारण जो होते हैं वो क्या होते हैं, नॉन डिस्क्लोजर, fraudulent activity, policy exclusion, and breach of terms. These are the main reasons of the repudiated claims. Okay, this is the claim that are denied after the investigation, not before the investigation. और ये किस में आता है? ये आता है provisions of the section 45 of the Insurance Act 1938. Very clear. Now we will discuss about the benefit paid. Benefit is what? Like claim is paid or benefit is paid in different form, maybe of endowment policy, like insurer assured person is alive, the policy has been matured, or someone had surrendered their policy. So different types of here. In death claim it is you can see overall death claim is 47,000. This is green indicates not private, this is not private, this is overall. Yellow is private and orange is public. 24,000 death claim in public sector was paid. In private sector 20,000, overall 47,000. In maturity the policy that was matured 1,81,000 in public sector, very less in private sector, around 41, overall 2,11,000. Surrender value is here very high. You can see like 1,30,905, and this data is in crore. This is the value. So you can see here surrender value is 1,30,905. तो इससे काफ़ी क्लियर होता है कि सरेंडर जो होता है वो काफ़ी ज़्यादा सरेंडर हो रहा है। सरेंडर क्यों हो रहा है, इसके पीछे क्या कारण है, एंड व्हाट आर द गवर्नमेंट गाइडलाइंस और एयरडाई गाइडलाइंस इसको रोकने के लिए? कौन बताएगा? वी हैव डिस्कस्ड इन प्रीवियस सेशंस आल्सो और आज भी डिस्कस करने वाले हैं। एनुटी इट इज अबाउट 22,000 and overall 26. Others are here. So this picture is clearly indicates like surrender value is very high. So maturity is here 2,23,000 and surrender or withdrawal is 2,30,000, 10,000 crore more than the maturity money. So people who take the policy and it gets mature, it was amount of 2,20,000 is less than people who surrender or withdrawal. ये काफ़ी क्लियर पिक्चर देता है आपको, काफ़ी क्लियर तरीके से बता रहा है। और जब आपसे इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चन पूछा जाएगा इस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस रिलेटेड टू withdrawals or surrender and what are the recent guidelines of IRDAI or LIC or as an AO, what you can do. So you can do whatever is there, whatever provision is there, what are the current government guidelines is there. And second thing, how smart, how you can think, like building customer relation. You can tell them you can take the loan. Why people surrender their policy? Because due to any kind of uncircumstances, events happen and they need money for a time period, so they do not have other option, so they can surrender. But you can say, sir, they can take loan on behalf of their policy. So these are the few things. You can reduce the percentage of surrender, correct? Now, financial performance of life insurance, very important. For as on 31st of March 25, total paid up capital of life insurance is this. It is 7.12% increase as compared to previous year. This is not the final performance because of activity of the life insurance sector. This increase attributes 16,000 crore infusion of additional capital by Tata AIA insurance company and 1040 by 12 life insurer. So this is because of the infusion, correct? Out of 25 life insurance operating during 2025, 18 companies reports profit. This is important. 25 में से 18 कंपनी प्रॉफिट में, मेजरली जो स्टेबल है, सिनेरियो इज स्टेबल इन लाइफ इंश्योरेंस सेक्टर, stability is there. 18 company or 25 are performing well, they are profitable and grew at 18.14%. And profit after tax is this. Public sector life insurance report an increase in profit of 18.38%. Public sector life insurance means your company LIC, while private sector 16.69%. Having a giant company of LIC, still increase in profit is 18.38%, which indicates the stability of LIC and future growth of LIC, much more than the private sector. This data is the financial performance of life insurer. Let's decode and understand it. Financial performance of life insurer. So this is the paid up capital and at the beginning of the year, and what is added in this year is more important. Like in public sector, it is approximate same 36325 6325. In private sector 2116.50 was added, and in 2024 in current financial year it is in public sector again no addition is there. In private sector 2640 crore approximate was added. Here is the commission expense. Commission expense is first year commission, other commission, single premium commission, commission paid or premiums are also given here. New business premium and increase over previous year in percentage is given. Like you can see in public sector is negative minus 9.42 and in private it is 40.97. So increase over previous year in percentage is negative, very clear. And renewable commission, it is increase in 3.31% in public and 28% in private. Total commission or is here negative in public and positive 38% in private. So private sector are growing in commission paying. If we talk about the operating expense is 35,415 for public and 41 for private. In public, we know only LIC is there. So LIC had expanded much to the regular sector also. They are established well. So we can say the scope of expansion is not that much as compared to the private sector. That's why operating ratio of the expansion or operating expense of private sector is much greater. Very clear. Here is the profit after tax. Profit after tax is 48,151.17 and there is only 7,000 in the public sector. So there are 25 companies in public sector. Profit is after tax is 7,800. In public sector only LIC is there, that is 48,000. And these are dividend paid by the paid by public and private sectors. Very clear. So these data very clearly indicates like in commission paying, LIC is more focusing on contribution of their agents in paying the commissions, and due to very large number of company and the large number of uh, agents are enrolling, so there may be like different percentage is declining, that is negative to 2.51% is there. Very clear. Now coming to the next data. Oh, that's all for the life insurance sector. So your interview is of life insurance LIC, so you have to more focus on life insurance part and not do not ignore the general insurance part, because in interview they will ask you about the performance of life insurance as well as general insurance. Are you aware of these things or not? How can you differentiate between life insurance and general insurance? What are the underwriting principles of underwriting policies in life insurance as well as in general insurance? What are the basic difference between them is very important. Now coming to the non-life insurance part, here we will talk about the general, health and specialized insurance sector. What are the appraisal of non-life insurance? 3 public sector insurer except United India Insurance and 2 private sector insurer are underwriting general insurance business outside India. In life insurance only LIC was there, but in non-life 3 public sector companies, all 3 except United India, and 2 private companies, these 2 are operating outside India, correct? And premium underwritten outside India, there is a growth of 1.41%. Among various segments of a non-life insurance business, health insurance business is largest segment. This is very important. 41.42%. 41.42% is the share of health insurance business and reported a growth of 9.19% year on year. So in general insurance, contribution of health insurance is booming at constant pace of 9.19%. In previous year it was 19% growth, but right now it is 9.19%. In the motor insurance sector, year on year growth is 9.97%. Premium collection amounted this, and for number and for premium in terms of value, it is increased at 2.21%. Premium collection of fire insurance 5.58%, it is decreased, and in marine insurance it is 8.1%. So you have to remember like one thing, health insurance contribution 41.42% out of all non-life insurance segment. Very clear. Now this is premium underwritten within India by non-life insurance. In public sector it is 95. Public sector, sorry, in private sector, here you can see 1,62,000 crore. In public sector it is 95. 5,000 is a surge from the previous year, but it is still below 1 lakh, and in private sector it is much higher. In stand alone it is 38,404. That is, we talk about the health insurance. standalone health insurance. In specialized, that is ECGC and agriculture insurance, it is around 11,108 crore, and overall it is here 2.89 and here 3.07. Very clear. So here private sector is more, contribution of premium underwritten by the private sector is much more. Why much more? Can you tell me the reason why private sector are performing well? If we only talk about the premium underwriting portion of non-life insurance, please tell me the reason. Here this chart is very important. Policy, lives covered, premium and premium under health insurance business and of general and health insurers. जो भी जनरल इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी बेचते हैं या फिर स्टैंड एलोन हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस हैं, वो जो पॉलिसी दिया उसमें पॉलिसी लाइफ्स कवर जो था उसके बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे यहाँ पे। इसमें तीन तरीके से किया गया है। एक है गवर्नमेंट स्पॉन्सर्ड बिजनेस, जिसमें सब्सिडाइज होता है। दूसरा ग्रुप बिजनेस, जिसमें ग्रुप इंश्योरेंस का पार्ट होता है। एंड थर्ड वन इज इंडिविजुअल बिजनेस, जहाँ पे लाइक यू और मी गो टू द company, insurance company, and take the life insurance. So three segments are here, class of businesses. If we talk about the individual business, that is more important, because important of health insurance, awareness of health insurance if is increasing, then individual businesses, individual person take the life insurance. They don't rely on the government sponsored business or group business, group insurance part. Number of policy issued in government sponsored is like 4% growth is there, and number of life covered, it is 2,454 lakh. This lakh is there, and it decreased in 6.01%. It is decreased. Why decreased? It may be possible like people are covered in previous year, or we can also say promotion of government sponsored schemes are uh, are not taking place as it is required. And third possibility is also that lack of awareness is there. Correct. We are only talking about the health insurers. Correct. In gross premium, we talk about in government sponsored, it is 10,513 and 9,000 this year. So this is again declined to minus 10%. In group businesses, it is very much like 61,434. Amount is low, and number of people are covered are too high, like 2,751 lakh people are covered in group insurance. If we compare it with individual insurance, it is only 601. Number of life covers in individual insurance is only 601, and in group business it is 2,751. So you can understand the awareness of individual business, individual insurance among the people of the country. And you can also relate it with the like 46,611 rupees was paid as a premium. Connect it with this like this: 601 people paid 46,611. Here 2,751 people paid 61,000 only. So this is much cheaper. Group insurance business is much cheaper than the individual business. That's why people are taking group insurance business. Correct. So growth, if we talk about the growth, 1.36% is here overall growth, number of life covered, and gross premium there is 9.12% growth. So there is so what we can understand, we can simply say in individual business, awareness and insurance penetration is much more required, and as it will grow, obviously the price and the cost of individual insurance individual health insurance also always also goes down, correct? So this kind of interpretation, yeah, you can take from here. Now this is most important thing, incurred claim ratio. incurred claim ratio क्या होता है अंडर हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस? मतलब सिंपल, incurred claim जितना हमें पे करना है, जितना हमारे पास जो वैल्यू आया प्रीमियम से, उसमें से हमें कितना पे करना पड़ रहा है एज ए क्लेम. लेट्स सपोज 100 रुपी इज कलेक्टेड एज ए प्रीमियम, and if 90% is the incurred claim, it means I have to pay rupees 90 to the for the claim purpose. So this is the incurred claim ratio in basic terms. Very clear? So in public sector insurer, 114 from government, and standalone there is no. As we have discussed, there are only 8 standalone health insurers. In private sector, no one. In public sector, that's why here the data is 0. In government, in individual business, it is 64.08 and 23, and there is a 16 growth, and 16.08% is here. Incurred claim is individual business. Overall, it is 87 in private sector, 100%, more than 100% in public sector, and in standalone it is 68%. Now from this data, like 100.59%, suppose I have generated only rupees 100 and I have to pay 100.59 for premium cost, it means there is a loss. इसका मतलब मुझे लॉस हो रहा है ना, क्योंकि जितना मुझे प्रीमियम आया नहीं उससे ज़्यादा मुझे क्लेम पे करना पड़ रहा है. बट इंश्योरेंस कंपनी सिर्फ हमारे प्रीमियम से पैसा नहीं कमाती है, दे इन्वेस्टमेंट उनका सबसे बड़ा मेन तरीका होता है प्रॉफिट को जनरेट करने का. वो इन्वेस्ट करती है, जो कि आपने देखा होगा एसेट अंडर मैनेजमेंट में मैंने बताया था स्टार्टिंग में इन हाईलाइट. तो उनका मेन प्रॉफिट जो होता है वो उधर से आ रहा होता है. क्लेम का हिस्सा जो आप देख रहे हैं इन हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस, इट इज पब्लिक सेक्टर में मोर देन 100% आर पेड, 100.59. प्राइवेट सेक्टर में भी ज़्यादा है, 87.59% के आसपास है. स्टैंड एलोन हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस जो है वो उनका यहाँ पे कम है, 68.73% है. ऑल क्लियर? नाउ दिस डेटा shows claims paid under health insurance business of general and health insurer. ठीक है, क्लेम पेड ग्रॉस कितना. अब देखो क्या बोला जाता है, गवर्नमेंट क्या क्या कहना है, IRDAI क्या कहती है, हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस कैसा होना चाहिए, कैशलेस होना चाहिए. मतलब आप गए, जो भी पर्सन है वो हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस का बेनिफिट लेने गया, गेट हॉस्पिटलाइज, तो उसका जो सेटलमेंट कैसे होना चाहिए, कैशलेस. मतलब उसको पे ही ना करना पड़े, कंपनी टू हॉस्पिटल डायरेक्ट पेमेंट हो जाना चाहिए. बट रियल पिक्चर इज हियर, यू कैन सी दिस इज 3 टाइप्स. TPA थर्ड पार्टी, एंड इन हाउस मीन्स कंपनी के थ्रू डायरेक्ट हो रहा है, इस तरीके से कंपनी पे कर रही है, ये थर्ड पार्टी के थ्रू हो रहा है. ओनली कैशलेस इज हियर in number 60.84%, in amount 68% through TPA. In-house it is 5.63, and in-house in amount 63%. Overall, if we talk about 57% in number of insurance policies, number of insurance claims or are settled as a cashless, and 66% in volume, in amount. So 57% number of claims are paid cashless. So other than, we can say 43% or 42% are non-cashless. So only reimbursement is there, that is 36%, 36.68% overall number of claims, and in amount 29%. बोथ कैशलेस एंड रिइम्बर्समेंट, मतलब कैशलेस भी हुआ है और रिइम्बर्समेंट के थ्रू भी हुआ है, दोनों को मिला करके यहाँ पे 4.33%, सॉरी 1.33% है, और अमाउंट में 3% है. बेनिफिट बेस्ड यहाँ पे अलर्ट दिया गया. तो अगर आपसे पूछते हैं ऐसा कोई क्वेश्चन लाइक हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट आप लोगों के लिए। हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस का जो पेमेंट होता है कैशलेस, जिसको गवर्नमेंट प्रमोट करती है कैशलेस होना चाहिए, उसका क्या क्लियर पिक्चर क्या है, किस तरीके से ग्रो कर रही है, कितना प्रोड्यूसर ग्रो करने का है, इसके लिए और क्या किया जा सकता है। तो दिस पिक्चर विल गिव्स यू क्लियर डेटा, a better understanding that only 57.96, you can say less than 60% are only cashless, other are reimbursement through reimbursement or combo cashless plus reimbursement. Are you aware of these two terms, like what is cashless and what are reimbursement? Please tell. पता है ना कैशलेस क्या होता है और रिम्बर्समेंट क्या होता है? जल्दी बताओ। नहीं पता तो बोल दो, मैं बता दूंगा, टाइम वेस्ट ना करो, ठीक है, जल्दी से बताओ। ओके, सभी चले गए यहाँ से क्या? चलो कोई बात नहीं। देखो, कैशलेस का मतलब ये होता है कि ट्रीटमेंट हुआ और जो पेमेंट डायरेक्ट कंपनी टू हॉस्पिटल पे हो गया विदाउट एनी इन्वॉल्वमेंट। रिम्बर्समेंट वो होता है जहाँ पे पर्सन ने, पेशेंट ने पे कर दिया और फिर बाद में कंपनी ने उसे उस पर्सन को पे कर दिया क्योंकि उसने उतना पे कर रखा था। और बोथ कैशलेस का मतलब होता है कुछ कैशलेस हो गया और कुछ रियम्बर्स किया गया। दिस इज द बेसिक डिफरेंस। वेरी क्लियर। Now understand the status of claims under health insurance of general and health insurer. This is the status of claim under the health insurance. So claim outstanding, leave that because this was the number of claim that was outstanding when the financial started, and here when end it is 17%, 20%, 20 approx 720 lakh crore, and here 17 lakh crore. So we can ignore this, we just focus on the number, the new claim registered in this period, that was 351.85, and amount was 1,24,903 crore. Okay, total claim 372, 100%, amount is here, कितना पे किया गया, claim paid during the period 87.5% claim was paid and 71.14% of amount was paid. Total claim was this 372, that is 100%, and 87.5% was paid. Claim disallowed due to terms and condition was a number of किसी का कोई ऐसा था नहीं जिसका हुआ, no, zero, but in terms of amount, like sometimes a few things are covered in your policy and few things are not covered in policy, so your reimbursement was partially, so that was here 13.9%. Claim repudiated is 7.92 and 8.61 in amount. So you can see here like 87.5% claim was paid. This is the status of claim under the health insurance. This is the clear picture of business performance of general, health and specialized insurers. So this picture also indicates very clear, like uh, in particulars like gross direct premium within India. In public sector it is around 90,252 252, and private sector it is 155,090. So segment wise bifurcation is also given here, like in fire insurance in 2045 24,242, in marine 5,000. One most important thing is here you can see, like in health including personal accident it is 1,27,417. If you compare it with the other, like in fire it is 24,000, marine 5,000, motor 99, health insurance 1,27,417. Correct? So you can understand. And in standalone business 38,414 in this year. So policy issued in lakh is overall 3 lakh 3,913.53 crore. Correct. So here percentage growth is also the also written 16.48%. So contribution of health insurance, you can see here, like is very high in comparison to other segment. Now the operating expense. First of all, understand what is operating expense. These kind of terms can be asked. Operating expense is insurance refer to the ongoing, like basic day-to-day life uh, expense, like cost of an insurance company to run the business, paying the agent salary payment, excluding the claim settlement. इन सबको छोड़ करके एजेंट का पेमेंट हो गया, एम्प्लॉय की सैलरी हो गई, मार्केटिंग का खर्च हो गया, रेंट हो गया, टेक्नोलॉजी कॉस्ट हो गया. These are the operating expenses of the company. So what are the operating expense of public sector is around 12,000, and in private sector it is 18,000. स्टैंड एलोन में कम है क्योंकि कंपनीज भी कम है, और जनरली मैक्सिमम कंपनी का तरीका जो है वो ऑनलाइन करने का है, इसीलिए यहाँ पे थोड़े से हमें कम देखने को मिले हैं. एंड इन पब्लिक सेक्टर ये थोड़ा सा कम हुआ है पिछले साल के कंपैरिजन में. ठीक है. This is the IRDAI Annual Report of sector wise share in premium of health insurance. हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस में शेयर जो है कितने प्राइवेट का है, कितने पब्लिक का है, कितने स्टैंड का है. 36% ऑफ पब्लिक, 32 of private, and 32 of standalone. So business are balanced. In health insurance especially, business are balanced. We can say equal contribution, more or less equal contribution, 36%, 32%, 2% of public, private, and standalone. So contribution and the premium share, you can say approximately equal. Now the financial performance of non-life insurers. Aggregate net profit is there, and public sector companies 378 crore profit was reported. Profit after tax is 8,150. Specialized insurance 444 crore. And you can understand that what are the main theme of this sheet, like financial performance. Net profit is there, are profitable. Maximum companies are profitable. None of the stand-alone health insurer paid a dividend. अब डिविडेंड कब पे किया जाता है? डिविडेंड आर पेड व्हेन कंपनी आर प्रॉफिटेबल इन नेचर, or we can say have a good number of profit. So here public sector insurance paid that much of dividend, and private sector also paid dividend, but non stand-alone health insurance haven't paid, because due to this many reasons, like these companies are very new and that have not generated too much of profit, and or there may be reason like they do not want to share their profit to dividends to their shareholders, because they just want to focus on development and growth of the company. Correct. Now this is the financial performance of general health and specialized insurance. This picture is very important. Try to understand. In public sector, here this is the public sector, there are 4 companies in public sector. End of the year, addition was approximately 0. 18,724 was here at the start of the financial year. At the end it was same, so no addition is here. Where addition? In private sector there is addition, in stand-alone health insurance there is addition. What are the commission expense? Commission expense is in public sector, you can see it is 9,335. In private sector 30,000. So private sector are paying more on commission, 30,000 approximate. Operating expense is 18,000 of private insurer and 12,000 for the public insurer. Underwriting expense, this is very important. Try to focus here. This is most important. Underwriting experience, that is negative of public sector company, private sector company, stand alone, एक्सेप्ट द स्पेशलाइज में तो होना तो थोड़ा सा मुश्किल होता है क्योंकि इसमें ईसीजीसी और एग्रीकल्चर वाले काम करते हैं। ये जो तीन चीज आप देख रहे हैं, पब्लिक, प्राइवेट, स्टैंड, तीनों में नेगेटिव है। अब ये आपके इंटरव्यू में बहुत काम आएगा। दिस विल हेल्प यू। व्हाई, हाउ? लाइक सपोज दे विल आस्क यू व्हाट यू थिंक व्हाट इज मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट इन इंश्योरेंस बिजनेस। यू कैन से सर अंडरराइटिंग। Underwriting is the most important part of insurance business. And we have also already discussed about the adverse underwriting. When an insurer give take the sell their policy to some kind of people where the chances of claim is high, so that kind of underwriting is, we can say, negative underwriting, adverse underwriting, where there is the loss of the company. But this cannot be understandable in initial phase. ये आप आज underwriting करते हो जिसका आपको पता चलता है आने वाले समय में, फ्यूचर में। You are doing underwriting on the basis of current analysis, but वो आपका जो underwriting है वो कब खराब हो जाएगा ये पता चलेगा फ्यूचर में। सो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट क्या होता है इंश्योरेंस बिजनेस में? अंडरराइटिंग करना। और डेटा क्लियरली इंडिकेट्स public sector, private sector is in negative 18.366 minus negative. Very clear? So इंटरव्यू में आपको ये सब चीज़ बहुत काम आएगी। बाकी इन्वेस्टमेंट है इनका सभी का, डिविडेंड भी पे कर रहे हैं जो कि आपने अभी देखा था यहाँ पे। वेरी क्लियर? तो इस पर फोकस कीजिएगा आप लोग। नाउ द नेट इनकर्ड क्लेम ऑफ जनरल एंड हेल्थ इंश्योरर इज ईयर। So first of all, let's understand what is net incurred claim. Net incurred claim are total cost of claim on an insurance company is responsible for the during specified period calculated as claim paid. देखो कितना क्लेम आपको पे करना है वो, प्लस कितना क्लेम आपका बचा हुआ था। मान लो कि जब फाइनेंशियल स्टार्ट हुआ आपको 100 रुपया क्लेम पे करना जो कि आपने पे नहीं किया था, और इस साल आपको कितना पे करना है, ये दोनों को ऐड कर दो। फिर लास्ट में जो इस ईयर के एंड पे जो बचा रह जाएगा वो क्लेम, उसको आप माइनस कर दो। तो इस तरीके से आपका क्या निकल के आता है नेट, मतलब सिंपल बेसिक सिंपल टर्म में आप ये कह सकते हैं आपको कितना क्लेम अभी इस फाइनेंशियल ईयर में पे करना है या फिर आपने पे किया। दैट इज द नेट इनकर्ड क्लेम। Very clear? So in public sector is high, more than the previous year, previous financial year. In private sector again it is increased, स्टैंड लोन में बढ़ा है, और स्पेशलाइज में ये कम हो गया है, और ओवर इंडस्ट्री में ये हमें ज़्यादा देखने को मिला है। क्लियर है? अब बात आती है इनकर्ड क्लेम रेशियो का। इनकर्ड क्लेम मैंने बता दिया क्या होता है। अब रेशियो, ये रेशियो जो है ये इंपॉर्टेंट होता है किसी भी कंपनी के फाइनेंशियल्स को एनालाइज करने के लिए। दो चीज़, एक सॉल्वेंसी रेशियो और एक दूसरा इनकर्ड क्लेम रेशियो। दीज टू आर द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट टू एनालाइज द financial health of the company. So insured claim ratio is that net claim insured by net premium earned. Like suppose a company earned rupees 100 as a premium from all their customers, all their policy holder, and in a particular financial year, and X amount that company have to pay as a claim. This X is called a incurred claim ratio, ICR. If it is less than 100%, that is good, like much lower, which is much lower is good for the company, like 20% area, it means 80% is not paid, and we can say a kind of profit is there. If it is high, like it is 102, it means income is only 100 and have to pay 102, so obviously there is a case of loss if you talk only about the premium incoming and premium outgoing. So this is important. This gives the financial health of the company. So you can see in different sectors, life, non-life, private, non-life, overall. In overall it is for LIC 87.59, and in non-life it is 82.52. Public general insurance it is 94%, private it is 75%, health insurance 10%, एंड स्टैंड एलोन में काफ़ी कम है, 63.36% ही है। तो आप देख सकते हैं LIC में कितना 87.59% है, तो दिस इज इम्पोर्टेंट। तो ये ज़्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए और कम भी नहीं होना चाहिए, ये एक मेंटेन करना चाहिए 80 के आसपास, ठीक है। नाउ सॉल्वेंसी मार्जिन ऑफ इंश्योरर्स, ये काफ़ी ज़रूरी है, और आई थिंक वी हैव डिस्कस्ड इन द प्रीवियस सेशंस in I think in current affairs session, like it is required right now 1.5 ratio is required 150%. What is, first of all understand what is insolvency margin. Insolvency margin of insurer is the excess of assets over liability. Available solvency margin that companies must maintain to ensure that they can meet policyholder claims even in extreme high volume or unexpected claim situation. Like suppose you have only 100 rupees and you have to pay 105 rupees for claim or any such kind of thing. How can you pay? You have only 100 rupees. So this is not good. So IRDAI said you have to maintain 1.5. Like if you have to pay rupees 100, then you must have 150 rupees in your hand. अगर कुछ भी ऐसा होता है, पॉलिसी क्लेम होता है या फिर कोई भी एक्सट्रीम कंडीशन होता है, हाई वॉल्यूम अनएक्सपेक्टेड क्लेम कुछ भी ऐसा होता है, तो उस वक्त आपके पास सफिशिएंट बैलेंस होना चाहिए कि आप उन चीज़ों को पे कर सकें। सो इंश्योरर, every insurer and reinsurer shall at a time of maintain solvency ratio margin higher than the control level solvency, which is currently 150%. 150% is required as a solvency margin for all the insurers in India as per the IRDAI. ध्यान रहेगा, रेशियो में 1.5 बोलते हैं इसे, और परसेंटेज में कितना हो जाएगा ये 150%। क्लियर है। अब ये देखना है कि कंपनी का कितना कितना है। सॉरी, जितनी भी लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कंपनी वर्क कर रही हैं इज 1.5, मतलब कंट्रोल लेवल पे है। 1.5 है तो कंट्रोल है, ठीक है। और जितनी भी यहाँ पे नॉन लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कंपनी है, 28 private sector general insurer including the standalone insurance has compiled with the state of solvency is 1.5. पब्लिक सेक्टर में देखो, ये सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट फिगर है, हैव टू फोकस। इन पब्लिक सेक्टर नेमली नेशनल, ओरिएंटल, यूनाइटेड रिपोर्टेड सॉल्वेंसी रेशियो ऑफ निगेटिव। इनका निगेटिव सॉल्वेंसी रेशियो है, इट मीन्स जिनकी इनकी लिएबिलिटी है उससे कम इनके पास पैसा है पे करने के लिए। Only one insurer in public sector having insolvency ratio more than 1, that is New India. New India Insurance. Oriental, National, United, all are in negative. So this indicates the financial stability of the public sector companies in general insurance. New India का 1.91% है, 1.91, 191 मतलब है काफ़ी सही है। और बाकी कंपनी एग्रीकल्चर एंड ECGC का काफ़ी अच्छा है, ECGC का सॉल्वेंसी 57.13 है। ऑल राइट, सो यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड हाउ द पब्लिक इंश्योरेंस आर परफॉर्मिंग। नाउ दिस इज द segment wise incurred claim ratio of general, health and specialized insurer in different segments. In fire, marine, motor and health, you can see here incurred claim ratio is given 72%, 73% for marine. In health insurance it is 85%, and motor it is 85%. This is the incurred claim ratio. This is also important for this purpose of understanding. Don't have to learn every data. This is the claim paid, very important, by general insurers. General insurers 34% was paid by public sector, 58.9 by the private sector, approximate 60%, 60% you can say, and specialized insurance pays 7%. This is the claim paid. Claim paid are 60% by the private insurers in general insurance. Now this is all about the general insurance. Now we come how the number of places of business of insurance are there, मतलब कितने offices हैं, कितना tier 1 से tier 6 cities तक operators available हैं in our country. We will have a clear data here. If we talk about the life insurer, in public sector it is LIC and private sector is here from tier 1 tier 6. If we talk about LIC here, in tier 1 city it is around 1800, and in tier 2 500, tier 3 1300, tier 4, tier 5 125, tier 6 में भी 55 हैं, tier 6 में भी 55 हैं, और टीयर का क्या डेफिनेशन है जो कि नीचे दिया गया आप देख सकते हैं. इन प्राइवेट सेक्टर 34 in tier 6 and 5000 in the tier 1. So you can say in public sector from tier 1 to tier 4 cities they are equally distributed approximately, but in private sector they are more focusing on tier 1 cities, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 cities, and especially in tier 1 city there are 5000. Correct, they are more focusing on tier 1 cities. That was on the previous year. If we talk about this year, again data is approximately same, because I think in public sector offices were not opened, that is 5004, same as it was in previous year. In public sector it has been increased from 6500 to 7200 in private sector. Correct. So their chart wide distribution of office of life insurance, 60% in tier 1. This is of general insurance and this is of the life insurance. Correct. Because why this is 60%? Because a huge number of private players are working especially solely for focusing on the tier 1. That's why 60% data is for the tier 1 city. In general insurance also 72% in tier 1 city and other are less. In tier 2 city, if we take these two, tier 1 and tier 2, we have 85%. 85% of businesses are from the tier 1 and tier 2 cities. Their offices are in the tier 1, tier 2 cities. Correct. Now we have discussed about the government flagship scheme that was discussed in this IRDAI report. So these three, Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, Suraksha Bima Yojana, and Fasal Bima Yojana, and we have already discussed about 7 to 8 government flagship scheme that are currently running, and each and every details we have discussed in our previous live sessions. So no, I think there is no need to discuss again here. You can check that session. Now most important, that is grievance. What are the grievances and how they are resolved, and what are the unfair business practices is there? That is UFBP, grievance on unfair business practices. So here you can see total policy issued, life covered, that is that much, and general insurance. What is this? This is the data of grievance registered. कितने शिकायतें, कितने कंप्लेन रजिस्टर किए गए इस फाइनेंशियल ईयर में, वो डेटा आपको यहाँ दिया गया है. और कितने नंबर ऑफ ग्रीवेंस कितने हैं, इतने लाइफ कवर दिए गए थे, इतने जनरल इंश्योरेंस किए गए थे, जिसमें से 1,20,429 इतने ग्रीवेंस यहाँ पे रजिस्टर्ड किए गए. जनरल इंश्योरेंस में ज़्यादा है, लाइफ इंश्योरेंस में कम है. अब ये तो आपको सिर्फ ये बता रहा है कि कितने यहाँ पे ग्रीवेंस रजिस्टर्ड किए गए, और यहाँ ये नंबर ऑफ ग्रीवेंस पर लाख पॉलिसीज एंड लाइफ्स 15.72. अब ये समझो ये डेटा लिया कहाँ से गया, ये लिया गया फ्रॉम द बीमा भरोसा पोर्टल. एंड वन मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग, लाइक what this data is indicating. If we talk about a grievance on unfair business practice and registered against life insurance each year, number of grievance reported, कितने रिपोर्ट किए गए, लाइफ इंश्योरेंस के 1,20,000 इन प्रीवियस ईयर, और दिस ईयर में भी लगभग सेम है, थोड़ा सा कम देखने को मिला है यहाँ पे। ये 726 था और लगभग ये 400 हो गया, थोड़ा सा कम है। टोटल नंबर ऑफ अनफेयर बिजनेस प्रैक्टिसेस में कितने आए हैं? 26,000 ऐसे हैं जो कि अनफेयर बिजनेस प्रैक्टिस में आए हैं। उसमें से कितने रिजॉल्व कर दिए गए? लगभग सारे यहाँ पे कर दिए गए हैं। लेकिन इस बात का आपको ध्यान रखना है, रिजॉल्व तो किए गए हैं, ये मत समझना कि रिजॉल्व किया गया इसका मतलब वो कस्टमर को उसका फेवर मिला है, नहीं। रिजोल्यूशन का मतलब है कि उसको अवार्ड दिया गया, अवार्ड हैज बीन डिक्लेयर्ड, बट in which favor, in favor of policy holder or in favor of company? So let's discuss. In favor of policy holder, it is over 9,000 out of 26,000. 9,000 was in favor of policy holder and 1,797 was in favor of the partially policy holder and 15,000 was against the policy holder. Now you can understand, out of 26,000, 15,000 was against the policyholder. It doesn't mean like you are taking a life insurance policy and there are unfair business practices were there, or due to some reasons you complained, you raised a grievance against the policyholder, and you will get the claim. Your policy, your grievance will be resolved in favor of you. It is not guaranteed. 15,000 out of 20,000 was in favor of, it was against the policyholder. So this indicates when you are taking the life insurance, you have to read all the documents very carefully. Undertaking while disclosing the fact and data is very important. Selecting the insurance policy is more important, because after that when you file a complaint or raise a grievance, then it does not guarantee you will, and the decision comes in your favor. Mis-selling in the insurance Indian insurance sector is a significant concern that involves the sale of insurance products to consumer without proper disclosure of terms to tackle. Okay. So problem of mis-selling by connecting a root cause analysis to identify the underlying cause. To prevent or reduce mis-selling, insurers have been advised to implement strategies such as assessing product suitability, implementing distribution channel specific controls, and developing a plan to address mis-selling grievance, including carrying out a root cause analysis. देखो, अब ये देखो unfair means of practices चल रहे हैं, that is going on, but how can we resolve them? There are certain rules and regulations in IRDAI under the Insurance Act 938 and also of LIC Act. So if your grievance are not as per the rules, how you can say the award is in your favor? So people are not understanding. People are simply not able to understand the terms and condition, or not able to properly disclose the material fact before taking the insurance policy. So this is the main reason of award going against the favor of the policyholder. To resolve this issue, a root cause analysis is very important. That is recommended from IRDAI to all the insurance company, and there are several steps will be taken. Like you are aware of, in banking, AI was implemented. AI.Hunter, Hunter.ai something was implemented. RBI sandbox policies were also there. That hackathon was also conducted to overcome with the current ongoing problems in the banking sector. Same thing also have to be implemented in the insurance sector also. These points are very important for your insurance interview. They may ask, or if they don't ask, you have enough data in your mind, in your head, you can explain these things. This will show your awareness of the insurance market, because this is LIC AAO interview. 30%, 50% marks is required to clear the interview, but you don't need 30% only. You have to score much greater than 50%. Clear? How can you score? You have to show your knowledge, show your interest in insurance. How can you show? How can you show these things? When you have knowledge, when you have understanding how the insurance market is working in India, what are the major problems in insurance. If you have knowledge, you feel confident and you can answer. So these kind of things are very important. Now here is the status of grievance as per the Bima Bharsa portal. We all know that Bima Bharsa portal is there to raise your grievance, and other activities also there. So if we talk about the 24-25 financial year, life insurance, public sector, there are 74 reported during the year, is about 74,104, and attended during this year is 74,104. So zero, there is no pending number of grievance this year in public sector as in LIC. In private sector, there are 46,000 was registered reported and 45,000 was cleared, 554 was pending. So total 1,20,000 grievance was raised and 1,119,875 was settled. 554 was pending. So you can say most of the grievance was settled, but it is in favor of the policy holder or against the favor of the policy holder is important. In public sector, in health insurance or general insurance, in public sector it was 38,900, 39,000 approximately were reported. Out of 30,000 was settled. So here pending is more in general insurance. Why? What is the reason behind that? लाइफ इंश्योरेंस में पेंडिंग काफ़ी कम है, पब्लिक में जीरो है, बट इन हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस और जनरल इंश्योरेंस इट इज मच मोर पेंडिंग. Why? Because in life insurance picture is much clearer than the general insurance. Like we take a policy for our life. If there is a normal policy, if people death of people is occurred, then claim is paid. Otherwise, if policy matures, claim is paid. But in general insurance, there are so many things have to analyze. Suppose you are driving a motor vehicle, having a motor insurance. So after when you raise a claim, or then there are multiple reasons that your claim are not settled. So you have a grievance, you will file the complaint, and investigation also goes too long. That's was pendency in the general insurance is much more than the life insurance. Very clear? Now here is the classification of life insurance grievance. What are the classification? Here the survival claim are major portion 22%. When people are survived and they have grievance, they file the complaint. So close to 64% related to survival claim, policy servicing, and unfair business practices. These three things have 64% of the grievance in life insurance. In general insurance, it is all about claim, like claim, settlement of claim. There is an issue. Like if I'm a policy holder, I will say this comprises of 100% settlement, but companies say no, we only compensate you 30%. So this is the grievance that people register on the grievance portal, on Bima Bharosa portal. So major of the complaint are of claim related, and other are policy related, like you have to change the certain things in the policy. So your insurer are saying no, this is not possible. You are saying no, I have to change. So again you have a grievance, you will file the complaint. This is the DARPG portal, where PMO portal, pension portal, and other different portals are here, are where the people register their complaint. And this is the basic duty of DARPG to transfer all the complaint to the IRDAI and data settled by the IRDAI internal ombudsman or some other kind of grievance redressal mechanism. So you can see here again, here the complaint are not too much because people majorly complain on the Bima Bharosa portal. Again, there are grievances at in 2045 is 332 overall. Now this was the related to grievance. Now the most important thing, that is the landmark regulatory reforms, and this will give you the idea of the different kind of master circulars of the IRDAI. And we have also discussed the different master circulars and regulations by the IRDAI in our previous also, but today we will discuss that was mentioned in this report and are most important because there are so many circulars are there, but I have taken only few that I think is important for your interview or any kind of mains examination. So during financial 25, IRDAI undertook several policy regulatory measures, strengthened and developed the insurance market in alignment with the vision of insurance for all 24. Whatever written in this page is most important for your interview. The key objectives of these initiatives to facilitate insurers in responding faster to emerging market need, encourage product innovation, simplify process. Like suppose there is such kind of product which two product offered by a company, but you are not this product is not fit to you, any of the two. What will you do? And you have to take the insurance. You will choose any one of them that you think yes, but not fully satisfied. So as per the need of customer, as per the need of the policy holder, insurance policy are not made. So this is the one of the major reason, and policy holders interests are not protected. So if such kind of policy, a wide range of policy is there to cater the need of the all the policy holder, all the consumers of the country, that will be more beneficial. Insurers have been mandated to leverage technological platforms and offer products that are inclusive, catering to diverse age group, occupational category, regions, disability with flexibility by the customer to choose products and riders suited to their need. Suppose like you have taken a policy and you need something something extra to add, that is rider, but that company is saying no, we don't have such kind of rider. So you went to the other company, and in that company you get that rider, but the major portion of that policy was included in this policy. Then what will you do? To understand the need of the customer and to provide the flexibility to the customer is more important. IRDAI has sought to balance innovation and customer centricity with sound regulatory oversight, thereby facilitating sustainable inclusive growth for the insurance sector. So what are the things? The first is here, that is Bima Asba. Very important. I think yesterday, I think OICL exam was there. One question was asked from this. Bima Asba. Bima Asba is what? Bima applications supported by blocked amount. This is very important. Very, very important. What is this? Insurers can only collect premiums after the proposal is successfully underwritten and accepted. जब आपका proposal successfully written हो जाएगा और उसको accept कर लिया जाएगा, तभी आपसे पैसा लिया जाएगा. Generally, what insurance company do? They, when you visit for the to the insurance company for taking the policy, they just take your money. First they take your money, then after that they do underwriting and acceptance. And what happens in this scenario? Your money are blocked. You have taken the money, and if you don't if you refuse if they refuse your policy or any such cases there, they charge different kind of amount and get and you are not get fully refunded. So this is to make sure all the insurance company are doing to always in profit, not to go in loss. But this is called unfair means. If I haven't taken the policy, why should I pay for that? Correct? This is against the Policyholder, I am charged without taking the insurance. To prevent this, it prevents overcharging, prevents the accumulation of unclaimed amount, and build transparency. Now, what is the facility in Bima Asba is there? IRDAI introduced one-time UPI mandate to block fund. Like when you purchase equity or in share market, what happens? You have to pay with your UPI, and some amount is blocked. Like you have purchased something, and that amount is for rupees 100. So rupees 100 will be blocked from your account. So you cannot pay this rupees 100 to purchasing or any kind of activity. But this rupee is still in your account, but this is blocked. So same facility is also here in Bimaspa. If you take the policy and after underwriting and successful acceptance of the policy, your 100 rupees amount is deducted and directed to the and goes to the insurance company. But if your underwriting is not completed and your policy was not accepted, then your 100 rupees amount that was earlier blocked was released in your account. It will be 100% in your account. No transaction charge because transaction was not happened. It was just blocked. This is the Bima Asba. Insurance are mandated to offer Bima Asba facility to its prospects of life and health insurance policy. What is the purpose? That enhance transparency and trust in premium collection. Injured premiums are deducted only post approval. Approval आपका हुआ नहीं, your policy was not approved yet and you are charged. This is unfair. To prevent overcharging and under collection premium, like your underwriting was not successful and your policy was not accepted, but insurance company said like it was medical report charge or administrative cost, agent visiting cost, handling cost, something like that. Why should I pay? Correct. So that's why Bimas by here promotes secure and paperless digital payment in insurance, reducing in accumulation and unclaimed amount on account of excess collection of the premium, non-refund of the premium deposit. Like some people paid 2 or 3 premiums and after that they understand that insurance company are charging too much uh, with unfair means. So people not go to pay the premium in the next month. They discontinue their plan without taking a refund or going for refund because they need just peace of mind. That's why Bimas will play a very important role. You can say like a kind of transformational change in protecting the interest of the policyholder. Now the second master circular is here about health insurance. Like a pre-lookup period is for 30 days uh, with a term of 1 year or more. 30 days free lookup period is there. If you return the policy within 30 days, they have to accept your return, and only that premium was charged proportionate to that particular 30 days or 15 days, how many days you have taken will be deducted and other will be refunded. 100% cashless procedure, like pre-authorization must be provided within 1 hour and hospital discharge approvals within 3 hours. So 100% cashless procedure is government is pushing, but what is the clear picture of the previous financial year we have discussed. Inclusivity, mandate coverage option for allopathy and IUs, mandate products for purpose with disability, HIV, AIDS, and mental illness. So these are also included. Now moratorium period is 60 months. After 60 months, no claim can be denied. Like in 3 year policy, three-year rule policy of IRDAI in life insurance. Like after 3 year, uh, insurer cannot deny, cannot reject a claim. They have to give the full sum assured if after 3 years a person's death is happened or something is happened. They cannot deny the claim on any ground. So in health insurance also 60-month moratorium period is there. Third is here mass circular on general insurance product. What is this? Like in general insurance, complexity is there, and terms and conditions are now also are complicated. So customer information sheet is provided, that is CIS, standardized simplified summary provided with every policy that outlines key features, exclusions, claim procedure, and customer obligation. These all are clearly written with easy and understandable language that policyholder can understand. It ensures better awareness. Second is customer-centered product innovation. Insurers are now mandated to provide a wide range of simplified, customizable product that cater to the unique need of individual that I talked earlier. Uh, Whatever the need of the customer, policy is not available. So what we have to do, we have to take that policy that not 100% or not 90% suits our need. That's why there is surrender things or some kind of different activities there. Clarity in a coverage. Policy now explicitly mention coverage scope like name, perils, holidays, etc. Whatever is covered is clearly mentioned in the policy, have to clearly mention by the insurer. And what are the exclusion, like this is not covered, so have to mention. Okay, settlement basis, everything should be very clear cut. Right to cancel. Policyholder may cancel a policy at any time without having to provide reasons. Correct. And refund जो होगा वो proportionate premium will be provided if the policy is unexpired. Now the grievance redressal is more important. Insurance are required to maintain robust grievance mechanism with escalation matrices and mandatory implementation of ombudsman award within 30 days. अगर ऐसा नहीं होगा, fame to which penalty is rupees 5,000 a day is imposed. You have to remember 5,000 a day is imposed after implementation of ombudsman award within 30 days. Next circular is here. This was for the general insurance product, and this for the life insurance products. Mandatory policy loan, like all life insurance saving product must now offer a policy loan. Like this is why, this is to reduce the surrender ratio. Like if this person needs some amount of money and they have taken the insurance policy, so they will surrender the insurance policy. So this increases the surrender ratio. To reduce this surrender ratio, government has mandated like all insurance saving product must offer policy loan. That it means you can take loan by surrendering, by pledging your policy, not surrendering, pledging your policy. Second, a partial withdrawal in pension plan, like you have taken a pension policy, you can withdraw, partially withdraw from that amount for specific reasons like higher education of children, children's marriage, or any kind of medical emergency, buying a house, such kind of special things, specific things. If there, you can withdraw from your pension plan. Health rider is also important, like sorry, life insurance can now attach health riders to life policies to cover medical emergencies. So this is also important. A variety of products to and products and product feature are now possible, like annuity products to have payout option, that is here, like you can withdraw some money from your annuity plan. And second one is fund based product for non-employer and employee. And third one is index linked product, like you can take the policy like ULIP plan in a linked product where there is a growth of money as per the equity share market, and also you have a life insurance plan. Next one is master circular on the corporate governance, like board composition requires optimum mix of independent and non-executive directors with a mandatory minimum of 3 independent directors is there. 3 minimum director is always there, and committees must be mandatory, like board must constitute concurrency committee, like including audit committee, investment committee, risk management committee, and policy holder protection committee. These committee are important and must mandatory for every insurer. Independent of control function, like there must be independent director. Independent director must make sure, like insurer must ensure the absolute independence of risk, audit, actuarial and compliance function. All the compliance function, risk and audit are done on the independent basis, like must be transparent in nature. This is why this is just to protect the interest of the policyholder. And then this one is like operation and allied matters like physical presence. Physical means what? Physical plus digital. This is called phygital. Insurers are encouraged to maintain physical presence, a combination of physical and digital across the country. Unclaimed amount, that is again we have a website Bima Bharosa. Insurers must maintain a searchable database on their website for unclaimed amount. Like suppose a person have unclaimed amount, so they can just go through the go to the website of that company and check is there unclaimed amount exist for that person or not. Or suppose a person uh, have taken the life insurance policy and died, so he have a well aware well good knowledge of that, but in family it may be possible few person knows. So if there is a chance like he or she have taken the policy, their relatives can search on the website of insurance company or Bima Bharosa portal, is there any unclaimed amount exist or not. Correct. So these are the few important circulars, mass circulars of LDI that are most important. Now, what are the other things that are important? And definitely, if you mention these things in your interview, uh, you will get an edge. You will have a good marks. You will perform much better in comparison to other candidates. That makes you stand out. Reinsurance and specialized pool. Reinsurance ensures direct insurers don't to go bankrupt during catastrophic event. AIRDAI manages a specific pool of GIC to cover uninsurable high risk like terrorism pool. Formed after the 9 by 11 attack, supports property insurance against terrorism. Nuclear pool provide coverage for liabilities arising from the nuclear perils. MCET, that is Marine Cargo Excluded Territories, formed in 2022 due to the Russia-Ukraine war. It covers marine cargo shipment from excluded territories like Belarus, Ukraine, and Russia. So this is also important uh, from interview point of view, like what are done in the reinsurance sector, or specialized tools like a pool of money was created for terrorism protection, for nuclear protection, nuclear like perils, and marine cargo, like nowadays war is always going on in Middle East or somewhere between Ukraine or Russia, or so to cover such kind of risk, reinsurance is very important to cover the huge amount of risk. All right, that's all for this session, and in the next session we will cover what are the expected questions that can be asked in your LIC interview based on this AIRDAI annual report. I have framed 20 approx 20 questions, and with the very simple concept, very simple, like they are not going to ask data. If they ask you data, that data is most important, like insurance penetration, insurance density, LIC growth, something like that. But all the data that we have discussed here are not important for entry point of view. What is important? How you interpret this data, how you can use these data while answering your question. So this report will gives you a very big clear picture and confidence while answering in front of panel member. So I have framed few questions, top 20 questions that I will cover in the next live session. Okay, now house is open for your doubts. If you have any, you can ask. And this is the LICU interview complete course. जिसका ये जो आप वीडियो देख रहे थे इसी कोर्स का पार्ट था ऑफ द लाइफ सेशन 15, and these are the features of this course. You can check here, and if you want to enroll you can enroll. Link is available on Telegram group or on the website. This is the website. If you have any doubt you can ask. कुछ पूछना है किसी को आप पूछ सकते हैं. हाँ बोलिए. भुवनेश्वरन, अमृता.
No, sir. Nothing. No doubts, sir.
Okay. Amrita.
Sir, I have also no doubt. Actually, you have covered all the things in details.
Yes, and you can understand the competition. When I was started, there was 7 to 9 people was in the session. Right now, only 2
Yes,
there.
sir.
It means very clear how the things you understand in this session definitely help you out if you revise, remember, and especially if you cover the questions like what are the expected questions and how to frame the answer. It's much more important. अगर वो आप कर लेते हैं, this will give you 100% edge in interview. LIC interview is very competitive because not like RBPO or IPSPO. Vacancies are less, competition is high. If you score good, how you score good? You have to show your knowledge, you show your interest to insurance sector, especially LIC. So I think this session, if you have nothing done in previously in covering the current affairs, if you have done this, this will give you the whole coverage of the current affairs.
Yes,
One
sir.
thing I one thing I also want to mention, in last 18 years, what haven't done in the insurance sector are done in the previous 18 months. पिछले 18 महीनों में जो नहीं हुआ है वो इस 18 पिछले 18 साल में जो नहीं हुआ है वो 18 महीनों में हुआ है. And all these things are covered in this. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So you can give your feedback on the Telegram group, and I will highly appreciate your effort.